Yes, sir. Dallas Mavericks news, boys. The Mavericks want to trade for JJ Redick. So how do I know this, boys? Kevin O'Connor from The Ringer, he does a podcast with Chris Vernon, and they were talking about some trades and stuff like that. And then Kevin O'Connor said that a couple teams are interested in trading for JJ Redick. Teams including the Denver Nuggets and the Dallas Mavericks. A couple weeks ago, I reported that the Boston Celtics are also interested in the Brooklyn Nets. But now news comes out that the Nuggets and Mavericks are also interested. So why would the Mavs want JJ Redick? That's an important question, boys, because a report came out last week that said the Mavericks are willing to trade anyone on the team not named Luka Doncic. We also heard about the Porzingis rumors. We also heard that the Mavericks want to sign John Collins in free agency. We also heard that if the Mavericks do make trades, they're looking for players that are perimeter-oriented, that can shoot the three and defend. So with JJ Redick, that doesn't really match up with the news that we heard, because JJ Redick, while he can shoot the three and he is a perimeter player, his defense is a complete liability. At 32 years old, I believe, 32 or 34 years old, JJ Redick, his defense is not his calling card. He's known for his three-point shooting. He's one of probably the top 20 three-point shooters of all time. He's a great three-point shooter. So his three-point shooting would be welcomed alongside guys like Luka, Jalen, and Trey. But his defense is a true liability. So the only reason I could see the Mavericks want him is to use in situational purposes, when you just want a little bit more shooting on the floor. Because he's not better than Trey Burke. Trey Burke is a 40% three-point shooter. JJ Redick, for his career, he's a 41% three-point shooter. This year he's shooting 37%. This season, Trey Burke is shooting 40%. Jalen Brunson is shooting 40%, and they're both better defenders than JJ Redick. So we wouldn't want to see JJ Redick taking minutes away from these guys. The only reason I could see the Mavericks wanting to trade for a guy like JJ Redick is maybe if they want to use him in situational purposes where he could take minutes away from guys like Josh Green and Wes Iwundu. Wes Iwundu and Josh Green are both horrible three-point shooters. They both shoot 16% from three. It's not ideal when you're playing with guys like Luka who like to drive and kick. You're going to condense the floor and take away space from Luka. So that's the only reason I could see the Mavericks wanting to trade for Redick. So now it comes down to who could they trade for JJ Redick? Because JJ Redick, he makes $13 million. It's not a small contract. So who could the Mavericks trade for JJ Redick? Let me know in the comments who you guys think they could trade for Redick. But I went on the trade machine, NBA trade machine, just to look at some salaries to see who they could match for JJ Redick. The only players whose salaries match JJ Redick's $13 million are Dwight Powell, who's on a 3-year contract, and James Johnson, who's on a 1-year contract. So if they wanted JJ Redick, they could trade James Johnson or Dwight Powell and do a straight up 1-for-1. Maybe one of the teams, either the Mavs or the Pelicans, would want a second round pick attached. I'm not going to get into that, but they could either trade James Johnson or Dwight Powell. If they trade Dwight Powell, the logic for that being would be to get some money off the cap book for this summer, because Dwight Powell is under contract for 3 years, making about $13 million. If you trade him for JJ Redick's only under contract for 1 year, so you'll have $13 million in extra cap space this summer. If you wanted to clear cap space, you would trade Dwight Powell. If you're not really worried about Dwight Powell's cap hit, then you would trade a guy like James Johnson. Because in my opinion, Dwight Powell is more valuable than James Johnson due to his youth, due to the way he has chemistry with Luka on the pick and rolls. I think he's Luka's best pick and roll partner. So I wouldn't want to trade Dwight Powell unless I'm trying to clear cap space. So that's the reason why I think the Mavericks would want to trade for JJ Redick. Just wanted to share this news with you guys. What is your thoughts on this? How do you guys feel about the Mavericks going for JJ Redick? Me personally, I think they should go for someone who's more of a combination of 3 and D, as opposed to a guy who's just a 3-point shooter and is 32 years old. But that's just my opinion. If you guys enjoyed this video, click the like button. It helps me a lot. It lets me know that you guys want me to make more of these type of videos. If you guys don't click the like button, then I'll assume that you're not interested in these videos, and I'll make different videos, and that's fine. So if you enjoyed the video, click the like button, subscribe to the channel. We do new NBA videos every single week. Have a great day, boys.